Hello, welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. According to the decision of the U.S. Department of Commerce, in the coming time, 4 Vietnamese enterprises will be allowed to export Pegasus to the U.S. with 0% tax rate. Besides Vinh Hoan Company, Bien Đông Company maintains this tax rate. The U.S. has added 2 businesses that are considered to apply zero tax rate in November, namely NTSF Seafood Joint Stock Company and Canter Seafood Import-Export Joint Stock Company. Earlier, on October 31st, the U.S. Department of Agriculture officially announced the decision to recognize Vietnam's catfish food safety control system to export to the U.S. This is an opportunity to expand Pegasus export to the U.S. and other markets. Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Hòa Hiệp on November the 5th presided over the working session with related units to review the preparation work for the 3rd Dong Nai Ethnic Minority meeting in 2019. As planned, the Congress will be held in 2 days of 14 and 15 November 2019 at the Provincial Event Center with the participation of 250 delegates. At the meeting, the units in the meeting steering committee reported the preparation work. During the Congress, there will be a musical program with a performance by Dong Nai Art Theatre and Ethnic Minority. In addition, the Congress will have an exhibition at the Provincial Museum to introduce specialties and characteristics of ethnic groups serving delegates and visitors. The Congress also organized a delegation of more than 100 people to visit Martyrs Cemetery on the morning of November 15. Speaking at the meeting, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Hòa Hiệp suggested the Ethnic Committee to coordinate with the Provincial People's Committee office to review the contents of the documents. In addition, it is also necessary to review and grasp the number of delegates from each district to ensure the arrangement of accommodation for delegates during the meeting. For exhibition activities, each district registered 2 to 3 features products. From the Cultural Department side, it is necessary to consider and approve the cultural show so that the content and form of performance is suitable to meet the Congress task. A United Nations spokesperson said Tuesday that the United Nations determination on the 2015 Paris Agreement on climate change remained unchanged despite the U.S. notice of withdrawal. Our determination to move forward on the implementation of the Paris Agreement remains unchanged, said Stephanie Dujarric at the press briefing a day after the United Nations received the notice. Dujarric said, "We continue to encourage member states to actively engage ahead of COP25 in Madrid to raise ambition to tackle and defeat climate change." Referring to upcoming conference of the parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change slated for December. In accordance with the provisions of the Paris Agreement, the United States could withdraw from the agreement as from November the 4th, 2019, by giving written notification to the United Nations Secretary-General. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo wrote to the United Nations Secretary-General on Monday to notify Washington's withdrawal. The withdrawal of the United States from the Paris Agreement will take effect from November 4, 2020. Gordon Sondland, the U.S. ambassador to the European Union, admits insidious pressure on Ukraine to investigate the Bidens, the Democratic presidential candidate in the election next year. U.S. diplomat Gordon Sondland, a key figure in alleged efforts by President Trump and Rudy Giuliani to pressure Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden and the 2016 presidential election, revised his October 17 testimony on November the 4th, according to the transcript. He stated that he told an aide to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that military assistance would not be released until Zelensky issued a statement agreeing to investigate Burisma, a gas company with ties to Biden's son. The House committee overseeing the impeachment inquiry into President Trump requested a November 8 interview from acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney in a letter sent Tuesday to ask him about his knowledge regarding allegations that Trump pressured Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden in order to assist the president in the 2020 election. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.